decode the economics of this changing consumer habits and entertainment, we are joined by the co-founder and CEO, Dream Set Go, Monisha, who will share insights on what is redefining sports tourism with editor Output Desk at Times Now, Meghna Deka.
A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Hinaya, as well as Swati. Well, welcome to Times Now Summit, Monesh. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I think it's one of the smartest business ideas I've heard in a very long time, because this is an innovation. You literally built a new segment for yourself when you managed to put together India's love for sports. You combine that with travel and adventure, and with that you gave a spin of luxury. I think you've hit a big six with it. That's what you're doing, isn't it? Building a dream.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Pleasure being here. I've always been a very big sports fan, and I love traveling. So I think it's a dream for me under the Dream Sports universe to create Dream Set Go, where sports and travel come together, and we help passionate Indian sports fan experience sports like never before.
So what are these experiences that you're talking about? Let's just start with some of the best curated experience that Dream Set Go has put together for its customers.
Absolutely. You know what, I'll start off first with telling you a little story about how Dream Set Go came into existence. In my previous life, I was a banker for nearly 10 years. I was with Deutsche Bank, and I used to travel to London pretty often from work. And I've been a huge Chelsea Football Club fan. And every time I'd go to London, I'd want to get tickets to watch a Chelsea game. And I never had a proper solution. I didn't know who to go reach out to, how to get hospitality tickets, how to get any kind of sports experience. I would see all these people standing, watching the players warm up from the pitch side. And I would always wonder, how are these people getting these kind of experiences, where to get that special access from, etc. And that's how the idea came to me first, saying there's got to be a good, trusted brand in India.
You're a sports fan first, essentially.
I've always been a sports fan. So I was one of those kids that would wake up at 4 a.m. to watch Rahul Dravid bat. Huge cricket fan, loved football growing up, played a lot of sports myself. I wish I was better at it. But loved playing it nevertheless. And, when I wanted to venture into my entrepreneurial journey, I was very, very clear that it had to be something around sports and travel. So when I went to this idea to the founders of Dream Sports, asking for investment, we said we'd love to make sports better by solving a real problem in how Indians get to witness sports domestically and internationally, and creating higher standards of sports travel. And I think they loved the idea and came on board to invest into Dream Set Go, and that's how it was born in 2019.
But it's not just about watching sports. A lot of us watch sports. We've always watched sports since we were kids.
Yeah.
You're talking about interacting with sports, a completely different level of experience. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. And, what we want to do is we want to make sure that it's an experience which is, it's exclusive, it's intimate, and it's interactive, right? So what we do is over the last 5 years, we've been exclusive agents for the Paris Olympics. We've been official agents for the last 3 Cricket World Cups. We were also official agents for the Champions Trophy that happened in Dubai and Pakistan right now. We have tied up with F1 experiences to give clients access to all F1 races. We've tied up with Grand Slams to give them access to tennis tournaments. We were exclusive agents in India for Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea Football Club. So across all the sports, we want to ensure that clients not only get the best tickets, the best hospitality, but I think it goes beyond the game, right? It's about building and stitching an entire experience around that. So we give you access to watch the first team train, go pitch side, take a private tour of the stadium with legends of the game, host your board meeting at...
With the sportsmen themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in a lot of these private stadium tours that we've done, we'll have one of the legends of the game come in, walk you through the stadium, give you stories about the stadium, and then you can host your private board
You have
meeting.
to give
or
examples for that.
Sorry?
Tell us. You know, I know I'm wearing a blue sari. I think I'm going to turn green very quickly. But then do tell me, like, who are these sports persons that you've had tie-ups with? Tell us about...
So I think we've done more than around 200 sports experiences like this where we've had, I would say around 75% of these have been with cricketers, but we've also had experiences with footballers and with F1 race car drivers and badminton legends and tennis legends, etc. In fact, one of our recent ones was in December. Andre Agassi had come down, and we did an event in Bombay for 100 of our clients. It was a fireside chat between him and Leander Pace, and it was a very private experience where he shared stories from his life, and it was a great experience.
You must tell me about the T20 championship. I believe you had about 3,000 Indians that you flew all the way across to
Australia. Yeah.
Tell us what experience.
So, I mean, we try to get as many Indians out to sporting tournaments as we can. In fact, one of our most recent one was the Paris Olympics, where we took nearly 2,000 people to witness Olympics in its true glory and support our athletes while they were fighting for gold. In fact, we had 5 private boxes with tons of Indian flags supporting Neeraj Chopra during the athletics event. And, coming back to the T20 World Cup, we had, it was one of the first World Cups that we were doing. It was amazing that we managed to take around 3,000 odd people to Australia.
And I believe there was a yacht involved.
Yeah, we had.
You have to tell us about the yacht part.
So we did, while we took all these clients there and not only took care of all their travel, logistics, hotels, match day experiences, we also created tons of celebrity meet and greets, right? So for corporate clients, for our high net worth individual clients, for the sports fans that traveled with us. I think the 2 highlight events that stood out for us was one is on the eve of the India-Pakistan T20 game. We had booked out the entire Victoria State Library. We had 300 of our clients there. And we relived the famous 1996 India-Pakistan rivalry by having a fireside chat with Venkatesh Prasad and Amir Sohail.
Oh, wow.
And I think that was very special. In Sydney, what we did is for 15 of our clients that wanted the most ultra exclusive experience, we got Michael Clark to host them on his private yacht. It was a beautiful day.
He on a private yacht.
On his private yacht.
With Michael Clark. How many of you guys would want to see that? Let's just have a show of hands. To be on a private yacht with Michael Clark, streaming down with the view of Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, Sydney Harbour.
You have your clients right here, Monish.
And, he was giving private stories and he was getting photographs with everyone, autographs, and, it was 3 hours with him. So it's just experiences like this which help us kind of create dream moments where people can truly experience sports and relive it for the rest of their lives.
You must tell us what next. What's happening from here onwards for Dream Set Go? What are the big partnerships? Let's just make it more pointed.
I think for us, it's about building the best hospitality across stadiums around the world. As we are getting more and more Indians wanting to experience this with us, it gives us more confidence to invest and build the right kind of products and experiences for them. What we've started doing is started building dream suites and dream lounges around the world. India is traveling to England in summer. We're going to be playing test matches out there.
So what do I get? Let's say I'm in the dream lounge. What do I get? Tell me about my experience.
So I'll give you an example, right? For the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, end of the year, we've taken a 120-seater lounge that's going to be called the Dream Lounge. You will have the best seats in the stadium.
By the finish
your
line.
seats will overlook the start and the finish line. It'll overlook the podium where the constructors' trophy and the the race car trophy. I mean, the driver will be picking up his championship trophy. We'll have ex-F1 race car drivers, celebrities in our lounge as well. The best food and the best experience. You'll get paddock club tours, etc. So that whole 3-day weekend will become an experience by itself, with every day giving you some kind of an experience in the Dream Lounge.
And if those are the experiences you're providing to your clients, to your customers, I have to ask you, what all have you enjoyed? What have been the most enjoyable, out-of-the-world experiences that I'm sure you've had? You're interested in sports. You're someone who wanted that experience. You envisioned this. Tell me about your top pick.
So I'm living a dream, right? I absolutely love what I do.
You're living a dream for most of us.
And we're trying to create that for our clients as well, right? But if you ask me personally in terms of what have been my key moments, I think the one moment which is a standout for me is being in Melbourne during the India-Pakistan T20 game to witness that incredible Virat Kohli innings, and that the six that he hit in the final over was just, I think, it's one of my top moments out there in life when it comes to sports. The next one was, during the Qatar World Cup, we were hosted by FIFA, and it was the Argentina-Netherlands game, and a colleague of mine and me were taken to the tunnel, and we saw the entire teams come out.
The tunnel where all the teams at the beginning
where the
of the
Argentina
match would...
team came out and the Netherlands team came out to take the field. I think that was special. And I think the recent favorite was Paris Olympics. Two standout events were watching Neeraj live, and the other one was watching Djokovic win gold.
You had a Dream Lounge then at the time when Neeraj did that throw and he managed to get a silver for India?
Yeah, we had a couple of dream suites actually. We had like 5 boxes out there, so they were
How close
central
were
boxes.
they when Neeraj did that final throw?
It was amazing. It was amazing in terms of experience. We had nearly 200 plus clients supporting during that game, so it was an incredible moment.
And I believe you have interesting things that you are doing when it comes to experiences. These are, of course, the big sporting events that we've spoken about. But you also have clients who want to have one-on-ones with some of these sporting stars, isn't it? Because I believe that would be a huge catch. Everyone, we've just seen the kind of popularity. Shikhar Dhawan, for example, he was here. Any sporting star, sports is like religion, especially if it comes to cricket. But these one-on-one experiences, tell us a bit about those. What would be your topmost curated experience that you would have built for any of your clients?
So I think personally, like we've done over 200 of these experiences over the last 2-3 years. It could be, we've had with most of the big names in cricket, we've done some or the other kind of, either it's been a masterclass, it's been a fireside chat, it could be a private dinner. We've done all those kind of experiences, but personally very excited about new things that we're adding. We're starting to bring top athletes, international athletes
You've
to
got to
India.
give us names
So I think one I can tell you
Monish,
right now,
you
which
can't
we've
hold
just,
back.
we're bringing Usain Bolt down in September, 2 days to Mumbai and 1 day to Delhi for private events with corporates and individuals. But along with that, we're also introducing Travel with Legends now. So the 2 packages that we've just launched is, one is with Masai Mara with Jaunty Rhodes. And so you'll have a private experience.
So you'll be in Masai Mara.
Yeah.
You'll have Jaunty Rhodes along with you.
Yeah, Jaunty Rhodes is going to be your guide for the entire trip.
He's
So,
going to be the guide for
yeah,
Masai Mara.
Yeah. Who understands Africa better than him? So.
Oh, the Lions who's going to give you a safari of his own. I don't know which one's a bigger draw, Masai Mara or Jaunty Rhodes.
Yeah. And the other one is basically Brisbane and beyond with Matthew Hayden. So, during your trip, you get hosted and welcomed on his private island. You play cricket in his backyard with him. He'll cook for you. He'll take you fishing. So we're building these kind of experiences where you're actually traveling and spending a lot of time with these legends. We're working with a couple of F1 race car drivers as well to drive you around circuits, etc. Should be launching that soon.
Inside the circuit with an F1 driver.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. I don't know if I should say it's exciting or scary. What speeds are they going to be hitting?
No, I think it'll be done in a way that it'll be very
Safety
exciting but
first.
safe at the same time. So,
But many say girls aren't interested in sports. Have you seen that change over the years? It's important because I think sports is fascinating, and it's not about how much sports you've played. It is an interactive thing. It's a commitment, almost a commitment, isn't it, in India? Do you see a change, a demographic shift perhaps in the fan base itself? Who are these clients?
We've seen a massive, I mean, sports has no gender, and, nor does sports fandom. We've seen couples, families come out and travel to watch sports live, right? It's, I would say that out of all the 40,000 plus clients that we've serviced over the last few years, more than 30% of them have been women, right? So, cricket, tennis, F1, we're seeing couples travel together, we're seeing families travel together, corporates that have a very good mix of men and women that are traveling to watch these sports live. And it's only increasing with, we saw a huge demand right now from clients wanting to have some kind of experiences around the Women's Premier League. Around the Women's World Cup, we've started seeing a lot of demand. It's not only Indians traveling internationally to watch, but we've had women groups from Australia, from England that are coming down to India, and we're doing their entire package for them to witness the country in its true glory and experience sports like never before.
So India's always, historically or perhaps traditionally, has been a cricket primary kind of a viewership that we've seen. But that seems to have changed. That seems to have changed considerably. How is the landscape of sports changing, and how are you adapting to it? Because you're offering an experience in sports. It's not just about cricket anymore.
I think cricket continues to dominate. We can't take the love of
Would you
cricket
put a
away from Indians.
percentage to it? What is the interest percent when it comes to sports travel?
I think internationally, when you're looking at people traveling for sports, out of all the clients that we do, we'd say cricket would be around close to 60% of that, but which is a very positive number for all the other sports. We see huge amount of clients traveling for Wimbledon, F1, football, and these are all expensive sports to watch live, right? Especially with hospitality, they can be ranging from anywhere from 5 lakh rupees to around 12 lakh rupees a ticket, depending on which race day it is or which finals it is for which
Players,
tennis
sports
tournament,
persons.
etc., and then the meet and greets, etc. But there's huge demand, and we are seeing, like I said, 40% of our clients that travel internationally consume this kind of experiences.
What are the other sports which have generated excitement and revenue?
I think besides...
In India, I meant. Specifically in India. I was talking domestically.
So domestically, domestically it's picking up. It's over the last 5 years, we've seen a very, very strong shift in people wanting to consume other sports as well. And I think just how our government is, promoting sports, pushing sports tourism domestically as well. We see tons of other sports coming up, tons of other leagues coming up, whether it's going to be very new sports like paddle and pickle and rugby. Within the next decade, you will see at least 10 to 15 strong leagues that will be running within the country. And the hope is that families get out together, watch sports over the weekend, enjoy some quality family time, watching sports and learning from sports and applying their principles in your life, and getting great experiences with companies like ours, right?
Do you also play sports? Are you invested in sports?
I have grown up playing insane amount of sports. I wasn't great at it, but I played a lot of cricket. I played
Trust
a lot
me,
of
you've
football.
already found what you're great at.
Thank you. But I played a lot of cricket, a lot of football, and my recent love in life is paddle. I play paddle probably 4 to 5 times a week.
How easy or how difficult is it to build this client base? Considering that India earlier didn't have so many people traveling abroad, for example, didn't have people spending that much, considering spending habits have changed.
Yeah.
The aptitude has changed, the attitude has changed.
I think initially it takes a little time to kind of get the ball rolling, because you have to educate the market about the kind of offerings you have, the kind of products that you have. It's a little bit of the chicken and egg story. But I think we were fortunate in being invested by a very large company that helped us with a lot of support and opened a lot of doors for us and backed us with some great mentorship and great support to go out and build the right kind of partnerships. 6 months into launching DreamSet Go, the pandemic hit us, right? And unlike the other brands, we utilized that time with great support from our investors in building a right team and building the right kind of partnership. So we went out and during that period signed the deals with Chelsea Football Club, Manchester United, Manchester City, ICC Tours and Travels. And we got ourselves ready to be able to offer all these as soon as markets were open for people to travel.
Well, excellent to hear about these experiences. I'm sure all of us here are literally thinking in our heads, which would be the one experience that we are going to pick. I think for me, it would be Jaunty Roads at Masai Mara. And I wish we had more time to ask the audience what their pick would be. But it was a pleasure speaking to you, Monesh, genuinely, because this is something that we are getting to hear. And it's very important to push for sports to ensure that we encourage sports, but also the experience of sports. Also for us to enjoy sports. I called you the man who's spinning dreams. I think I'll end by saying you the dream catcher. You've got that dream.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shah and Meghna, for a great conversation. I'd request Meghna to present Mr. Shah with a token of appreciation graciously offered by our luxury partner, Damilano.